remove the head is not complicated. We need to remove the elements located here. Those elements. What is the name of that element? Rocker arms. The rocker arms. You remove the rocker arms, you remove the balls of the head, and now the head is ready. Yeah? Of course, you need to remove intake manifold, exhaust manifold, alternator, coolant, thermostat housing, all of the accessories around the head. When you remove all of those accessories around the head, you remove the rocker arms, you remove the bolts, and the head is ready. That's okay? And now you have the head here. Now, I am going to remove all the valves. I am going to verify if the springs are in good conditions. I am going to verify if the valves and the guide of the valve, where the valve is moving, have too much play. If the guide have too much play, what happened? Oil entered in the combustion chamber. For that reason, before I start with the process to disassemble the head and explain the head, I want to explain something. The secret to keep an engine running in good condition is what? You remember? Good lubrication. Avoid friction in between the metals. How can you keep the lubrication well? Replace the oil in the intervals or before. Use the oil recommended by the manufacturer. Good filters, air filters and oil filters. The people only pay attention in the oil filter, and the people consider that the oil filter is the most important. Yes, it's important. It's highly important. But in my opinion, it's more important the air filter. Where is located the air filter? In front of the intake manifold. Yes or no? What about if the air filter is clogged with sand, with dust? Dust is sand, no? If the air filter is clogged, when the pistons are going down, suction particles of sand. This is silica. What happened with those particles of sand in the cylinder? It's like a sandpaper. And what happened with the compression of the engine? Goes down. The air filter is, in my opinion, the most critical part of the engine, more than the oil filter. Some people say, oh, the oil is black. Ah, it's caca. The last time that you replaced the oil was, oh no, 3 weeks ago. Okay, it's black because probably the detergent in the oil deteriorate a lot of O-rings or gasket, and that's why it's black, or because the fuel is a no good fuel and contaminate the oil. But the oil is good. If you check the oil is good. And additionally, you have oil filter, no? But if the air filter is clogged, it's dramatic. It's not good. If the air filter is clogged, what happened with the mixture in the combustion chamber? Right now, it's rich, and you have black smoke. You have a lot of consequence when the air filter is clogged or is damaged, or is soaked with oil or water. Yeah, the air filter, in my opinion, is more important. All the engines, they have. This is the block. So this is the block, and the block continue here, and here we have the oil pan. You remember? In some diesel engines, in the majority, they have another gear here connected with an oil pump, and the oil pump have a filter here. That oil pump suction oil, lubricate here the bearings on the crankshaft. The bearings, those bearings. Look, this is the crankshaft, and this element is moving with the crankshaft, and those are the bearings. The bearings are not with the bolts. The bearing is a soft metal, white metal, soft, in permanent contact with the crankshaft. You understand? The oil coming from the oil pump enter here in between this bearing and the metal of the crankshaft and create a film at high pressure. And this element is rotating here, not touching the metal of the crankshaft because the oil avoid that. That film of oil is critical. If not, the soft metal of this in contact with the crankshaft destroy the crankshaft. And finally, you have this situation. This is a piece of steel covered with soft metal. Soft metal is an alloy of zinc, copper, aluminum, soft metals. The name of that alloy is Babbitt. That alloy, in permanent contact with the metal of the crankshaft and the oil in between, avoid the contact in between this and this. Yeah? For that reason, this is a bearing. When the oil is no good or no oil, this metal, soft metal, disappear in fraction of seconds, and you have the pure steel. You see, the soft metal disappear here, and this one damage the crankshaft, and immediately you hear in the engine knocking, because this element, the connecting rod, have play with the crankshaft, and you hear knocking. You understand? Okay, this is why one of the gauge in the dashboard is oil pressure. When the needle of the oil pressure goes down for some reason, how much should be the oil pressure in a typical engine? It's in between 40 and 60 psi. No? And you know your car, your boat, where is the needle? Always, no? You say, okay, it's good. The oil pressure always is over there. It's because the oil pressure in your engine is perfect. If for some reason the oil pressure goes down, indicate what?
The pump.
No? Probably the pump is good. Probably in that cylinder, in that bearing, no lubrication for some reasons. And the metal, the soft metal was destroyed, the Babbitt. And that metal attacked the metal of the crankshaft and destroyed the crankshaft. And you have knocking, and you have a sensor activated. When you connect the scanner, knock sensor cylinder 4. Okay, in other words, when you have the needle of the oil pressure going down, indicate what? Lack of lubrication in some part of the engine.